Because of my reduced hand function, I find some jobs in the kitchen and preparing meals quite difficult. It's still not one of my favourite things to do because of that frustration, but there's a load of tools here that are going to help me to prepare a family meal. We're going to be making some pasta bake today, which is a family favourite and a really good way to sneak some vegetables into the kids' meals without them realising. Right, let's start by preparing the vegetables. Start with a carrot. This is a palm peeler. It slides onto one finger. It's got a nice sharp blade in here, and I tend to find if you put it towards you, it does the peeling very nice. Just make sure that you're peeling over the top of your fingers and not onto your hand. So this palm peeler is part of our kitchen pack, and we've also got this food preparation board which you can find on our website. So now I'm going to chop it. Using our general purpose gripping aid to hold on to one of our right angled knives. So the general purpose gripping aid is great for lots of tools around the kitchen, lots of jobs around the kitchen, but also for gym and rehab, using DIY equipment, that kind of thing. Here I'm going to use it to get a firm grip onto one of these right angled knives. So put your hand in, do it up loosely to start with, and then pull it tight. Right, so that's your carrot done. Right, now for the broccoli. Now we need to parboil these vegetables. You can use a little receptacle and use that to carry it over to the sink. This is a Uccello Easy Pour Kettle. Very easy to use. Right, the kettle's boiled. Very easy to tip. Just pour that in like that. There we go. I'm just going to move that round to the hob. Put some anti-slip strips on here just to make the handle a bit easier to pick up. Pop that on there. And off we go. Right, from this point onwards, all this stuff can go straight into our oven-proof dish to make our pasta bake. I'll show you some other great features of this food prep board. So if we flip this over, you can see we've got some really useful spikes just here. So that's great if you can only use one hand, or for me, if I find it a struggle to keep the item you're trying to cut still. So it can just be put on those spikes and then we can cut away. And this is ready to go into our dish. Next we need some tuna, and I'm going to use this one-touch can opener. Just pop it on the top, press the button, and off it goes. Now we need some sweet corn. This is a ring pull tin, so I'm going to use this 5-in-1 opener. So you slide that under the ring pull, lever it up to get the first click, turn it over, and you've got this handy bit here just to pull the lid back. There we go. Right, some of you might be super confident in the kitchen and be able to prepare your own sauces. I think I'm going to go for this one. It's just a lot easier and it tastes pretty good. So we're going to use the jar opener and the coaster just so I can get a good grip on this. Sometimes these are really hard work to do. There we go, got it there. Once you hear that pop, you know it's off. Been joined by our daughter who's just finished her midday nap. So she's going to help me with the rest of it, aren't you? Not very much probably. So right, we've now boiled these or softened them up. So I'm going to tip these straight back into the oven dish. Okay. Right, ready for our final ingredient. Just need to add the pasta. We're using fusilli. Should go nicely in there. So I could use the small item gripping aid to hold this spoon, but I'm only doing a quick little job. So I'm just going to use 2 hands. Swirl it all around, and it should be pretty much ready to go into the oven. Just need to put this in the oven for about 25 minutes now. Right, so while that's in the oven, we can prepare the cheese for the top. So this chopping board has got some great other features. It's got a little slicer and fine grater, and then this one is a more coarse grater, great for cheese. So you keep the other bowl inside there, pop this one on top, upside down, and then you can grate using that, and the board's nice and heavy so it's not going to move around. I'm going to use the Nimble to just open this cheese packet. Let's get it on the right way. So when you grate on this, it's really useful because it will just go straight into the bowl underneath, which is a great invention. Okay, should be enough. And as we pop this one up, you see it's all in the bowl underneath. Much easier. Right, this has been in for 25 minutes. Time to get it out and put some cheese on. It's always quite difficult. Now time to open something nice with this automatic bottle opener. Crown top bottle, pop it down, push it hard, top will come off and it sticks to the magnet on there. We're nearly ready to go now. We've made some garlic bread as well. Last time I was doing the vegetables with the all-purpose knife. This is the bread knife version of the right angled knives, which work really well with the general purpose aid. So just cut this up and we're nearly ready to serve. Now it's time for our nice family meal, and these great cutlery with loops make it really easy just to eat the meal together, looking like normal cutlery.